get very emotional. Hi everyone. It is incredibly heartfelt to see you all here today in celebration of our marriage and life commitment to one another. Your presence does not go unnoticed, and we would like to personally thank each and every one of you for making the time and effort to be here and be present on this special day. And we truly feel blessed to have all of you in our lives. I want to personally thank Two's family. You guys have loved me like a sister from the beginning, and like I've always said to you guys, I know sometimes I can be very hard to love, and I just appreciate you just loving me as I'm growing as a person, and to also for giving me this amazing man. Like, Two is the person he is today because of you guys. You guys have really helped shape him, who he is, and I truly see it, like through all his siblings, his parents, his sister-in-law, and I just wanted to really just show my gratitude and just thank you so much, and I'm so excited to continue this life with you all, because I love you all so much, and we literally are the best family to be included in my family, and I really appreciate you all. And my family, mom and dad, all my siblings, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Thank you for loving me, and just thank you for seeing the best in me. I know I can be stubborn, and I know I like things a certain way, but for you to just really show me love throughout my entire journey, it means the world. That's the best gift you can ever give me, is to just be patient with me and understand where I'm coming from. And thank you so much for this beautiful wedding. It's literally a dream come true. And I just remember walking through the doors and my jaw dropped because it exceeded my expectation. And I know a lot of time and effort went into it, so thank you, mom and dad, both mom and dads. We really appreciate it. So I wanted to share a little backstory about Two and I. So we've been together for 10 plus years, and we're actually college sweethearts. So we met our freshman year at Stevens Point. And I still remember the first time I laid eyes on Two. He was this social butterfly. He was basically like all over the place, doing a little bit of everything with everyone. So besides his good looks, just the love and respect that he has for people, that really drew me to him. Like, he has the best heart, and I'm sure you know him personally, you know that. He really loves people, and that's something that he's taught me. And just through his kindness and just his thoughtfulness, that was just very intriguing to me. And from that day on, as I got to know him, he quickly checked off, like he was checking all the boxes on my Mr. Perfect list. So if I'm being honest, before I went to college, I had this whole list. I made like this list of who was my ideal guy, and I put it under my pillow. And then I would sleep with it up until I went to college. And then I met Two, and as I got to know him, like, he's like slowly like checking like things off my list, and I wanted my first boyfriend. If you didn't know, Two's my first boyfriend. I wanted my first boyfriend to be my last. So it just like to see that Two was just the person I dreamt of, like that was just so perfect to me, and that just meant so much to me. So one of my favorite memories of Two was when he surprised me with a promise ring. So we were a couple months into getting to know each other, and we were planning to hang out one Friday night. We decided to stop by his dorm, and while I was waiting for him down the hall, I saw him come out of his room, and there was like a huge box in his sweatshirt. It was so obvious, but then I didn't want to say anything. I'm like, okay, maybe he just has snacks, or I don't know, but we walked back to my dorm, and we were laying on my bed, just like talking about life, and he dropped something on the ground, and he asked asked me to pick it up. So as I picked it up, I looked under my bed and I saw this cute little white bag. And I was like, oh, this is mine, like this is my roommate's. So I grabbed it and I opened it and it was a promise ring. And that moment is such a core memory for me because it just really showed his loyalty and his commitment to me. That he really wanted to make this work and he wanted to really just show his love in a tangible way. And I still wear that ring. It was the ring I wore up until my engagement ring. So to me, it has a lot of sentimental feelings. Tuna and I, we've gone through life together, our first moments, friendships, career growth, personal accomplishments, you name it. He's undoubtedly my favorite person in the entire world. He's my Instagram husband. He supports me in everything I do, even if it's like the craziest idea, because I am a big dreamer. So when I'm set on something, I really go after it, and I do appreciate you really being patient with me when I strive for those goals. He has loved me when I felt the most unloved. He was kind to me when I was the meanest to myself. He embraced me when I was at my lowest point. And these were moments I needed love and compassion the most, and he gave me that. He has helped mold and shape me to become the person I am today. And I'm so happy that I can say that I love myself so much more because of Tshoob. He's really taught me to love myself. And it's the little things that Tshoob does that really gives me butterflies. So for example, when we're walking down the street and he naturally pulls me in so that I'm not walking along the streets. Or when he sees me napping and he fixes my pillow. Or he makes sure that my feet is covered when we're taking a nap. Just little moments like that just really shows Tshoob's character and who he is as a person, that he really cares and he really loves people. And then too, I just want to say one last thing to you is, I loved you yesterday, I love you now, and I will always love you tomorrow.
Thank you, Ganu, for just loving me so much. There's nobody else I would want to walk down this journey called life with. You're the only one for me. And over the 10 years that I've gotten to know you, we had so many special moments together. And I was to sit here and tell you all about all those moments, you'll never get me food. So I'll just go with one of my favorite, which has actually been mentioned twice now about holding hands. But this is one of my favorite memories of us that we had. So I remember in late fall of 2011, so we just started talking for a couple months, and we weren't even officially dating yet. But we decided to go on a walk around the UWSP campus, and as we walked and talked, I got to know more about this beautiful lady, and I wanted to hold her hand. So I was trying to think of a way to hold her hand, because if you know Ganu is really by the books. And so she was not willing to hold my hand at all because we were not official yet. However, I came up with an idea. As we got to the end of the night, we decided to lay down at the track and field area and stargaze. I told Ganu that my hands were getting cold. And so I need her hands so that I can have warm hands too. So after a little convincing and saying that, Ganu finally ended up letting me hold her hand for the rest of the night until I walked her to her door. And I was so happy, and it was a mission success for me. So although this may just sound like a little story of me courting Ganu, it actually is more than that. Our conversations throughout the night showed me how kind and amazing Ganu was. her willingness to hold my hand at first, but later showed me how she wanted to live a life to the fullest with no regrets. She wanted to make sure it was the right woman, right person. And lastly, her willingness to go on a walk with not a stranger to an extent, but still going on a walk just with me when we just started talking not that long ago, showed me how she lived a life and was willing to stargaze. She takes in moments. She takes in all the moments of everything. And she lives not just for the future, but for the moment as well. Through these things, I realized that she was the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Another moment that I really hold dear in my heart is when we went to Arkansas. We were in a strange place and we had nobody to depend on. And because of our decision to go together to Arkansas, we really grew close to each other. Even though we went to this new place that we had nobody to depend on, I wasn't scared because guess what? I have the best partner with me, a person that I know is super loving and caring, and she took care of me through everything. And so because of her, I am who I am today. And of course, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom, Dad, my family. Thank you, everybody, for coming to join us today. There is really no words to say how much all of you have impacted our lives in one way or another. And so I just want to say, if it was not for all of you, we would not be here today as who we are and together up on the stage. Thank you.
Wow, trong khi chúng ta của hai anh em sẽ đi ở ngoài và sẽ đến đây để sẽ có tôi xin còn có lại con đủ một xin đủ nói dọc. So,เราsẽ có青年呢，只有有多多少人才能是被人才的模范我有才的多的哦。So， 首先的话，我搞一个 checklist， 从这个 check 出来的好多 perfect 了。因为呢，这点每一期年早一些都早的老师说。因为他的我们其实有的做那个是呢。So Adam and Thomas, now it's your time. Adam and Thomas นี่ยังเป็นในในบ้านในตัวของเราส่วนที่ต่างได้นำมูในเกี่ยวกับโดยที่เขาก็รู้ที่รู้กันอยู่แล้วว่ารู้ที่โดยเราที่เดี๋ยวแต่เราโอเคเมื่อเราเชื่อเราโอเคที่เดี๋ยวรู้ไม่จะเชื่อเราสาวโอเคนั่นแหละ So one day thì one thing là nhớ nó của nó là thì sao tao cũng thấy có biết là nhiều hiện cào sau tao trầu chắc là nó để nhiều nhà tôi biết sự đó. So dear friends and families, today we have gathered friends and family here to celebrate the love and union of Tshoob and Gao. They have gathered each of you here to be part of this ceremony as they made a lifelong commitment to each other. So Tshoob and Gao, today you are here to join both of your lives together. These two separate phases of sin symbolize your separate lives before you found each other. They symbolize your separate friends, family, and choices. Today, both of you will seal the bond by blending these two individual phases together. Once the sand is blended together, it cannot be separated. Just as the sand cannot be separated, Your friends and family are here today to witness your love never separated. By blending these scents together, we are recognizing the importance of blending two families together. May you always honor and protect your family. Now you can go ahead and pour the scent together and finish it. One time there were all.
Too much love.
Good. Okay. So now we will end the unity ceremony with a time capsule bags. Where two and W will put their following items in the bags: a personal letter, aged wine, a photo from today, okay. You can add it to it, and their parents promised rings. These bags will be opened 10 years from now in celebration of their commitment to each other and honoring this special day. Thank you both. You can now head back to your table. Thậm chí tặng cái năm mùa kề nhưng mà bây giờ là lúc chợ sau cái cần sẽ bị chân đầu như hiện tại nhất trong cái gặp trong đi lúc lúc bắt đầu đi còn xua trong cái thời đại những chỉ mua phát dầu thì chỉ mua phi dầu cái gì là hiện cái đó so Jerry and my food.
Okay, so to everyone who người ta do một buổi này có mấy speech mà người ta là mình không là có mình không nghe so có từ một câu cỡ không nghe đó là thêm một cái thế so cái này không buồn anh thấy buổi này ở được đó là nào thế so như trong xe cái công cộng của cái đó là cái tôi thấy tôi mình sẽ lướt lại đi你可以用我哋係用個創新去同我即係會當時喺呢個講嘅，and then 如果可能 pass go to see the sister microwave 買咯，嗰個 toast 喺手嘅嘅，我哋如果出差。
mà dọc lo xong thế này lo xong cái tồn tại nữa, đó là dọc chỉ chơi lười kia, nên chơi lười cái tổ nhà nữa, dọc tồn tại nó chỉ do bé tồn tại nữa, và do tụ nó chỉ do của tụ đá lâu nữa.
and two, we love you both so much and congratulate you on the start of this new chapter in your life. Everyone, please raise your glass. Okay. To the newlyweds getting into our brother and sister and their exciting journey together in love and friendship for the rest of your life. Cheers to you two.
Okay, vợ chồng, cho nên hầu nè, hầu làm đúng nè, hầu cảm măng, lúc nào biết gọi nhà biết tỏi in hầu lúc chơi nào, cái cho là hầu kè. Okay, gì nào? Anh cái là chuẩn bị cái sắp tới để làm nào?
Chị tao có.
thì cái trồng không trồng như tờ tỏ ý nó nằm có nhát thâu vào sau khi chắc kiểu sẽ lúc ra lò hỗ trợ cùng siêu ok cái nào sau đi nó đấy thì thôi là một cái giờ chỉ kia là gì nó mà ok thì giờ chỉ kia là gì nó giờ không chạy luôn này nên cái nó còn là gì ít chả
Ok, cái chân trên này nó rất
Nó cho chị chơi lười tụ nhà trong trong nữa thì do nhà ti xong ở trong trong nữa nó cho vào service khám sành nữa
Chân trên này, để làm nó trông của hai giải công này.
Okay, I'm going to share here. Today is special day for the two. Based on the don't share here, I'm not one day. Cái thế là sợ là nó thế biết là nhớ là nó thì bây giờ chúng tôiพูดเรื่องนี้เขาจึงเต็มชัดเลยเนี่ยเป็นตัวกี่เจนเป็นสัตว์นี้ว่าเนี่ยทำเราเนี่ยเราที่เชื่อเนี่ยเรารู้จิตตองก็แต่จุดตัวอย่างตัวกองคนนี้จอดคนนี้นะคือสิ่งนี้เนี่ยเอาเนี่ยที่ใส่อยู่ที่อย่างเนี่ยที่เราลองเชื่อแต่เป็นตัวชีวิตตรงกันเนาะไปอยู่ที่ทำก็ถ้าเชื่อเรื่องนี้ต้อง